Status, peace and blessings to you as well. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me, Lady Dagger? Oh, what are you doing with them? Are you just cooking them like stir frying, or are you making something out of them? Yes, you hear me? Okay. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Mike. Chaotic Gordon. Hello, Cena Renee. Come on in. Oh, fry. Mmm. Ooh, with some collards. Ooh, wee. I am trying to, the mushrooms that you cook in the box, the ones that pop up. I'm trying to stockpile on them jokers, baby, in case I cannot get some during the winter months or whenever, whatever. So I am trying to stock because I do stir fries practically every day, and so I gotta have my mushrooms in there. Hello, Bougie Prepper. Hello, Psalms 146. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming. You made collars today, too? You all just rubbing it in. Hey, Good Eats Homestead. Okay. Yeah, they are. Have you tried the pink? I haven't tried the pink yet. I have 2 boxes of the pink mushrooms, but I haven't tried them yet. That's because I'm too busy trying to save them. Oops, I forgot to put my phone on mute. Hey, Felicia. Hello, Gardening with Bernie. I may just buy some mushroom starters and put them in fat. Yeah, I have mine in a big tub right now. I think I'm up to, I think I have 3 of the green and 2 of the pink, or I might have 4 of the green and 2 of the pink. But they're pink mushrooms. I never heard of them before. I probably should try them in case I really like them so I can grab some more. Haven't tried the pink, but the jack-o'-lantern should be out soon. What is that? Jack-o'-lantern. I don't think I know what that is. You got to hit me to that. Central mushrooms, or AKA jack-o'. I'm gonna have to research that. Oh, they're orange-like. Okay, so first thing I want to start off saying is you all know how I am always stressing the fact that we should have multiple sources of heat. Not because of a grid down situation, not because during the winter the wires may freeze and break and we will be without electricity, but because you just may have some issues. Like myself, have not turned on my heat yet this year. Yeah, and I'm in 6B, so yeah, it's kind of cold in here. So I was going to knock the heat, just to knock the little air off, just kind of make it a little warm in here about an hour ago, and went to turn it on and nothing. So tonight I may have to get out one of my little gadgets, you know, I have some little, they are so nice. I took it from back here. It's about a little portable fireplace. I think I paid $11 for it. Caught it on sale, bought two of them. But I may have to plug that up tonight. And I've been in there struggling, trying to figure out what's going on with it. I never did figure out what's wrong. And I wasn't out about to start messing with some wires. But I need to find out what's going on with it. But it's not working. So, see, we just have to be prepared. We just always have to be prepared. Good evening, Urban Garden Chronicles. Layla, good evening. Okay, I think I might have Nightbot fixed this time because it hasn't acted yet. Hello, Garden State Gardener. Hello, Odom's Homestead. Okay, so I would like to start off with, okay, so one thing is I realized that our whole little community, our little gardening and, our little community that we've been helping each other with different kind of information. Well, we have a lot of new family members now, right? And I believe, and they from all kind of walks of life, they do everything on their channels. And I'm just curious about how many of them know about what we are teaching and learning and sharing with each other in our little community. And just like friends don't let friends drive drunk, we should not let our friends starve or be cold. So I'm so glad that I noticed that a lot of our creators are talking more and more about this because we do have these new family members who may not know what we are talking about when we are saying, certain things. Because, they may not know the little words that we use. They may not know what a mag is. They may not know what if you got a seed, put it in the dirt. They may not know what keep your head on swivel. They might want to know why. Why I got my head on swivel? What we looking for? They may not know why, we keep saying, eat your own, grow your own, eat your own. They may not have any idea. They may just sit there and be, listening to us and may not have any idea what we're talking about. So what I would like to do is, hello, TLC in the garden. Gina versus Gina. I finally made it, Gina. I tried to do this live Thursday, then I tried to do it Friday, and now here I am Saturday. Finally got to it. Okay, so I'm just so glad that we are talking more and more about this. They may not know anything about the grid down situation, even though it's been in the news forever. Even though your family have told some people, the neighbors, your co-workers, but we are hoping that since they hear it more and more from us, they can, get together and start preparing themselves and their families. So I am going to talk about some things that I think is helpful because I always hear, hello, Cheryl Faulkner, hello, who else did I see come? Angela Gordon, Delight. You know, I've seen comments where we are talking about certain stuff and someone might say, "Oh, really? Oh, I'm kind of behind," you know. So I think it's good that we're talking about these things. And I've also heard people saying, and if you know who you are, if you're one of those that says, "I wish I knew how to make my own this, I wish I knew how to make my own that," because I believe that it is just out of control with these recalls. It's not just food recalls. If you're keeping up with the recalls, it is not just food, it's things that we're also putting on our bodies. And all of you all who want to start making your own products, and you may think that it's hard or you don't have the time, excuse me. You may think it's hard or you may think you don't have time. I would like to encourage you to, as you're doing your regular, preparing your list for what you're going to prepare for dinner for the week, for the month, however you do your grocery shopping, I would encourage you to research. You can either buy DIY books or you can, YouTube is the DIY capital. Anything you want to make, it's on YouTube. You do not have to make it verbatim the way they made it. You use what you like, what kind of oils you like, what kind of butters you like, whatever it is you making, you make it your own. Okay? So I would encourage people to start when you're doing when you decide what you want to make. After you go on and you make a list, I want to learn how to make my own deodorant. I want to learn how to make my own Vicks Vapor Rub. I want to make my own pain cream. Whatever you want to make a list of it. And so when you go to do your regular, monthly, bi-weekly, however you shop, take 2 things off of that list and add it onto your list because it is expensive to try to buy all these things at one time. So just start incorporating these things in your regular shopping. Get your bin. After you purchase these things, get it in the bin, scratch it off the list. Okay, then you know what you need to get next. Because we all can be making our own body butter, deodorant, everything, soap. Just figure out which ones you want to make, because there are so many varieties. But let me tell you something. Okay, so say you want body butter, because these things have so many chemicals in it. And half the time, you can't even pronounce the words that are on these products. But yet we're putting them in our bodies, and then down the line, we find out how many times we've been using something, and here it comes scrolling across the news that is bad for us. So I'm going to go over a few little things. Is this the same group? Let me see. Do I need to speak to someone? I think this everybody. Okay. So, say you want to make your own body butter, and you can make these things in batches for the whole family. Okay. If you want to make body butter, you choose what butters you want. You can buy them all like I do. You don't have to put all of them in one batch of whatever you're making. It depends on what you may want in this particular batch. Or if you run out of what you were using, you still got some other ones to use, okay? So my favorites are shea butter, mango, kokum, cocoa, avocado, and moringa butter. Now, if you are making butter, you want to go easy on the cocoa butter. Cocoa butter is so strong. It will overwhelm the entire product. I don't care if you decide if you want to use it natural or if you decide you want to put a fragrance in it. Cocoa butter will take over the whole scent. So whatever butters you're using, and since you're making this just for your family, there is no right or wrong about it. The only thing you want to not do is put too much oil in it because then it's going to be too thin. Okay, it's just like cooking. When you mixing flours, if you put too much milk or too much water or too much broth, then it's liquidy, then you got to add more flour. It's just like making this body butter. If you add too much liquid, then you're going to have to start throwing more butter in it. And you throw it, get a blender, a mixer that's going to be your product mixer, and for anytime you want to make anything, that'll be the mixer that you use. Hello, GT Junior. Okay, so your oils oils that you can use to mix with these butters. You can use olive oil, avocado, coconut, castor, jojoba, and I will always suggest, no matter what oils you decide to use, always make cocoa butter one of them. Because if you remember in one of my previous videos, I told you coconut oil is good for, it's a natural sunscreen. So instead of you buying a sunscreen, this will be your sunscreen in your body butter. So say you wanted to use 1/4 of a cup of shea butter, 1/2 a cup of mango butter, however you want to use it. But as you just slowly add your oils to it as it's blended until it gets to the consistency you want. If you want to make, you can get just little Tupperware bowls or whatever you want to get, or if you want to make each one of the kids or the family members their own, you could get something like this. And you can add the scents to them as you make it. So you want a variety of scents. Now, if you want natural scents, then you would have to get something like the natural 100% either organic or 100% essential oils. That's if you want it natural. Now, if you want to go to just using scents, wherever you want to purchase that from, then you can do that as well. But you can make everybody in the house their little favorite little individual body butter. But that is so simple. The same as candles. If you want to make candles, you want to use the soy, okay? You want to use the soy. Now this size right here costs, I think it costs $50. But they had to give it to me for 25 or 30 because they had somebody put it in the wrong place. And I was like, that's not what the sign said. So when I went back and it was down there, they go, oh, that's supposed to be over there. And I was like, okay. So they had to give it to me for 25. But you want to get soy. Soy burns, cleans. You don't have to worry about your walls turning black. You don't have to worry about this black going and inhaling into everybody's lungs, especially if you got someone in the house who has asthma. So you make your own candles. All you have to do is, buy your wicks. Use any, see, if you're just making this for your family, you don't have to worry about the fanciness of the jars and all that. And like I had told you on one of the other videos, start saving your glass olives and pickles and jams. You just start saving jars and just start making things for your own family, okay? And if you want to go the fancy route and, buy these little tubes, you can do that as well. But for deodorant, you can also use this for deodorant. You don't have to roll it on. This is for family. You can rub that finger in there, okay, and rub it under each arm, okay? So you can do that as well. Your Vicks Vapor Rub, when I told you about making that. Don't have to be in a roll-on, okay? Rub that on your chest. Make your own. Now, let me tell you. Hello, Happy Life. Hello, Nikki. Hello, David Corey. Hello, Fifi's Journey. I'm just speaking right now, but I'll scroll back to see if anyone said anything in particular. Because, you know, I got an old brain, so I got to keep rolling because I will forget. Okay, so now let me tell you something. If you purchased these particular items that I'm getting ready to name, I'm going to tell you what all you can make out of it. So if you wanted to buy these things in bulk, put it in that little tub, you can make all of these products anytime you want to, okay? So I just named you the shea butters. So for the ones who was not here, these are the butters I use. You would choose the butters that you want. I have shea butter, mango butter, cocoa butter, kokum butter, that's Kokum, avocado butter, and moringa butter. You can use any oil you want to. Olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, castor oil, jojoba oil. You know, there's a plethora of oils. I particularly don't use nut oils in my home because I don't want to mistakenly use them for my products. And there are so many people that have nut allergies. So, you know, there's macadamia oil. It's tons of oils out there. Almond oil, but I do not buy them because I don't want to, that mind thing, okay, don't use this. No, but not about to stress myself out like that. So I just do not buy any nut oils. But you can also use a nut oil if you wanted to. Okay. So if you had the butters in your home, if you have the oils in your home, if you have essential oils in your home, if you have beeswax in your home, you can make body butter, deodorant, Vicks Vapor Rub, and lip balms out of those ingredients. So if you bought all of them in bulk, you can make all of these products at your convenience. But I would suggest, if this internet is going to go down at some point, I would go on there, YouTube. Like I said, YouTube is the capital of DIY. DIY. I would go on there and start pulling up recipes that you like. Even if you have to pull up one and you like something about it, but you don't like something about it, just pull it off, scratch through what you don't want to use, fill it in with what you do want to use. Start printing these things out in case we do lose internet. Then you will just keep these recipes thrown in that bin, put them in a nice little something, because once you start using those oils, you know they're going to get all oily. But if you have a better place to keep them, you can do that as well. And you can always make these things for your family. They are so simple. You need heat for all of it, okay? You need heat for the deodorant. You need heat for the Vicks Vapor Rub. You need heat for the, you don't necessarily need heat to make the body butter. It's better, but you don't have to. I've tried it both ways, and you get a nice little cream. Okay, this is how I do my butter. You don't put it directly over the stove, right? You do that, the pan of water, and then you put your container in it. I meant to bring that in here, but that whole furnace thing threw me off. Okay, so you want to just put your pot of water, and then you put whatever you're going to make your butter in. You throw everything in there. Once that melts, then I start adding, if I want to put, I'm going to put coconut oil in it, okay? So and I do particularly like putting castor oil in it, because castor oil heals. Yes, it heals all kind of wounds. And so whatever oils you want to put, I go ahead and mix those in there, and then I sit it in the refrigerator. I don't let it solidify to the point it's a brick, but I let it solidify a little bit. I take it back out of the refrigerator, put it back on the mixer, and let it start going. And I just let it go. I let it go. I do everything around the house. I'm all over everywhere, and I just let it blend, blend, blend. And then you have this nice, big, fluffy, look like a big, fluffy, it looks like icing. A lot of people have been over my house and thought it was frosting. That's exactly what it looks like. Fluffy, white frosting, okay? Then you could put it in, like if it's for your family, like I said, if you want to divide it up and make everybody their individual scent, you can do that. Or you could just keep it in a big giant Tupperware and you all can use it out as you want. Easy peasy. Same as deodorant. Deodorant I use, do your research, find, go do your DIY, find the one you want. But in my deodorant, in your deodorant, you're going to need beeswax, you're going to need butter, you're going to need an oil and essential oil. But let me tell you one good thing about that. You do not have to use the essential oil. You can use, and this is for those who have limes on their tree. It's almost like a free scent for your deodorant every time you make it. I just slice the lime, squeeze it over, through a cheesecloth. Make sure I get all the little chunks of lime out and the seeds. And that is my lime for my deodorant, and it works wonderful. If you don't even want to go through that, I'm telling you, if you got a lime tree in your yard, you can slice that lime, rub it up under your arms, put it in a little bag, and stick it back in the refrigerator and use it until there is no more juice left in that lime. And it works. While you out in the fields, you put it on, and then after you come in and take a shower, you can put some more in before bed or whatever. But that lime all by itself, no chemicals. You can't get more natural than that for a deodorant. So I'm just letting you know. But you do need to make deodorant for road trips, going on vacation or whatever. But other than that, if you just at home, baby, use a lime. Okay? It works perfect. Okay? Okay, and another thing, since we are having issues with shortages, okay, so this is a problem I went through when COVID-19 first kicked in. It was horrible. And another thing is, they will not allow you to order anything if, number one, you have not ordered with them before. Number two, sometimes you have to be a business owner. Because when things become so bad in the shortage, that they will not let just anybody order stuff. So I would suggest, if you plan on doing any of this, start ordering your stuff so you can have it, because as we see, the shortages are on top of us already. So just get the things you need and put them away. If not, even if you have no intentions on doing it right now, but you're like, this is something I'm going to get into, and you have it. And I know a lot of people don't have time to do this, but at some point in time, you may have time to do it. And the prices are just getting higher and higher. Oh, yes, they are. Everything, oh, yeah. I did not used to pay the amount of money that I'm paying for this. And this is the beeswax. Now, this is vegan beeswax, but you don't have to get vegan beeswax. Can you imagine? Because in deodorant or in the Vicks Vapor Rub, I'm only going to use maybe a tablespoon or two. You know how many things of deodorant you can get out of these too? A lot. So I encourage you all to do these things, and I'm going to tell you why, even though I've told people a million times, why you need to be making your own deodorant. Okay? There are 10 toxins in deodorant. Okay? 10. Now, I'm not going to go through all of this verbatim, but you can pull this. It is all over everywhere. You know, it's no secret. No one is keeping a secret from you that deodorant is carcinogenic. Okay? Almost at least 10 of the ingredients causes cancer. Okay, and I probably can't even pronounce some of these, which that goes to tell you right there, there's an issue. Okay, there's stearates in it, cancer-causing ingredients. There's aluminum. We already know aluminum is cancerous. I don't even have to stop at that one. Parabens. Parabens are closely associated with some serious health risk. It can build up in your body, causing breast cancer and prostate cancer. It causes problems with your reproductive system and fertility problems. And we wonder why breast cancer is what it is. The triclosan is one of the most harmful toxins in a drugstore deodorant. It's no secret. You can find this anywhere. I've been pushing this, telling people this for, you know, I don't know how long, about 7 to 10 years. Okay, and that triclosan has also been classified in the United States as a pesticide because of its powerful effects. Now, this is stuff that people rubbing up under their arms every single day. Here's another, I don't even know how to pronounce this thing. See that P word right there? Okay, now let me tell you what it says. It has been linked to breast, ovarian, and prostate cancer as well. Then this propylene glycol causes seizures. Okay, this is the only one that I don't see so far that causes cancer. But be sure to avoid propylene glycol when you shop for deodorant. Okay, and then there's just the additives. You know, the extra stuff at the bottom where they just add additives, they have carcinogenic effects. This is why you need to be making your own deodorant, okay? You need to get serious about it. I know you've probably heard it many times before and you just keep on, you know, going with the rotation and purchasing this, but, you know, you need to try to save yourself. Okay, so we talked about you making your own lip balm, your own body butter, your own deodorant, your own Vicks Vapor Rub. Talked about getting these things sooner than later. Talked about pulling up recipes off the internet while we still have the internet. Okay, and there's something else I would like to talk to people about because I can't find anyone to do this for me. But this castor oil, which has so many healing benefits, there are people talking about that this gets rid of fibroid tumors. I can't test it on myself because I don't have that. But I know people that have fibroid tumors, and you know me, I'm always got this chemistry mind going on, and I'd be like, can you try this? Because I want to know if that's true, but I've heard so many people, it's all over the internet. Just research it. Organic castor oil and fibroid tumors. Read it up for yourself. They said you could saturate something, lay it wherever the fibroid is. I guess you can just maybe like one of the wraps maybe that you exercise in, maybe you can wrap that around it or put an ace bandage around it and just sleep in it. And it is supposed to, over time, get rid. I mean, if somebody told me that this would prevent me from going to surgery, having someone cut on me to take out a fibroid, I would jump on this, but I cannot get lazy people to just try this. They not consistent. They keep forgetting. Oh, yeah. But if anybody has fibroids and they want to try this to see if it works, I would do that before I let somebody cut on me. Okay? And I've told you all already to make you see how much I've used. I've showed you all this several times. This is the peppers from my yard. All of us have peppers in our yard. I actually used this on a creator. I was watching their live one day and they were in so much pain. They was like, oh, my knee, oh, my knee. And I was like, would you like to try something that I make? And they were like, sure. So I made them. I taken this out of my yard and then I added just some routine herbs for pain, essential oils for pain. You can research them, pick out the ones you want to use, add it to that, make up some jars. You can either add it to the beeswax if you want to make it a roll-on, or you can just add it to some shea butter and any of those butters that I named you, and put it in a jar. And you have a pain oil. We need all of these things homemade, okay? And I just like to encourage you all to do these things. Okay, so, and for those who still do not want to put away, prepare, I would like to know how many people do not have 6 months of food in their home. I don't even see this thing moving. You all still here? Put a 1 if you do not have 6 months worth of food or water in your home. I would like to know. Say it ain't so, Urban. Really? Thank you, TLC. We still here. Oh, you working on it? Good, good, good. Because, and see, my thing about this, which is mostly our own community in here. Hey, Miss Shirley O.G. Gardner, I wish it was more of the new community in here that really, don't know about all of this. Hey, Tori, because a lot of people, their focus, when you tell them to purchase, like we do, prepare. That's the word we use, prepare. Because a lot of people have it in their mind. First, they don't think anything is going to happen, even though everybody has told them. And none of us knows what's going to happen. But what we do know is, can you imagine if all of those companies that surprisingly caught on fire this year, can you imagine how many people was out of work because of that? Can you imagine every day you pick up the newspaper or listen to the news, they're telling you more businesses are closing. It does not have to be the end of the world for those who do not understand why we encourage you to have that amount of food in your home. You're going to be stressed enough not having a job. You're going to be stressed enough not knowing how you're going to pay your utility bills, and it's winter, and when things are going to be shut off. The least you have to worry about is food and water. Everybody wants to focus on the doom and gloom before they can decide that they need that much food and water in their homes. It does not have to be that serious. It could be a simple thing as losing your job. How about just getting sick? How about just getting ill and can't go to work? Especially if you live alone. You don't have a partner. And some people that I've heard in some jobs that had closed down, both husband and wife worked in the same facility. So that's two people out of work. So it does not hurt whether you believe that anything serious is going to happen. You should have this food in your home. You should have this water in your home. Because I'm pretty sure standing in a FEMA line is not fun whenever they show up. Okay? We've seen enough of that on TV to know that that's not something you want to do. So, those who are working on it, I applaud you. Those who think it's nothing, I pray for you because it's something. It's a big deal. You have no idea what's going to go on in your life, especially illness. We never know that when that's going to strike us and that paycheck is going to stop. But I would like to know that I could still eat and drink, even though I'm stressed out about when am I going to get kicked out of here. But when you do kick me out of here, I'm going to be trucking some food on my back with me, okay? So I would just like to encourage people to do that. Okay, I'm going to read a few messages before I go to the next thing. Let me scroll all the way back down. Hello, Life with Marlene. Crafty Mom Creations. Hello, welcome. I always miss messages. I go back through here a couple days later to try to read the messages. I'm like, oh my God, I missed all of that. The best wax pieces last so long. Beeswax. Oh, the beeswax. Yeah, they do. And they're very convenient. I'm telling you all, once you start, you're going to be hooked. You're going to be running around, but I'm a maniac, so maybe not, because I'd be like, what else can I make? What else can I make? I just like making my own everything. And how many of you all want to make your own soap? DIY. Find out what kind of soap you want to make and start making it and start just stocking up on your own. And you know what? How good does it feel to not have to? You're already trying to eat right. Okay, so I'm making sure that what's going inside my body is good. So now you can not have to worry about what's going on the outside of your body because you made it and you know what's in it. So what I encourage you all, those who want to do these things, start buying them, putting them aside, adding a little bit to your monthly or bi-weekly shopping until you have everything you want in that bin. And whenever you are ready to start making these, go on the wherever you're going to get your information. If you want to buy the books, buy your DIY books, or if you want to go the cheaper way, if you got printer, ink, and paper in your printer, print these things out, and that way you can make these things at your convenience for the rest of your life, as long as you can get a hold to these ingredients. Okay, so let me see what else I have here. Okay, speaking. Exactly. I'm vegan and I find regular recipes for inspiration. And yes, you have to change it because you're not going to find recipes catered exactly the way you want it. You just put that line through and say, well, I prefer to put this in here. And then after you remake the recipe, then you'll have your recipe for how you want to make things. And it's so easy and it's something that we all need to do. I will always do it. I started just doing it like I said before, this business ever came along. This is just something I did. And I felt good about it because I knew chemicals weren't in it, and I could read every name on it because I put it in there, okay? And so, and when you are buying, if you decide to buy fragrance, you want to make sure that you have to read, because some of these fragrances are for candles only, okay? You don't want to buy a fragrance that supposed to go on the candle. You have to make sure it says for the skin, okay? But if you just want to stick with regular essential oils, you can do that, and these are definitely for the skin. I don't do the oral ones. There are some that you can do oral. I don't push the oral things because, I just don't. But don't ever put these on your skin alone, okay? Essential oils are meant to be used with a carrier oil. Carrier oils are the oils that I named to you: the coconut, the jojobas, the olive oil, the avocado oils. Those are carrier oils. You have to mix that with essential oils before putting them in your hair or on your skin, or you will get irritated. Okay? Hey, lashes. Okay. Getting ready for work. Catch the replay. Okay. I would definitely come back for your teaching. Okay. Thank you. Yes, I encourage everybody to do this. Know what you're putting on your body. And like I said, in the event that we cannot get to the store, because right now people are stockpiling the bad stuff. Hey, always Tam Tam. Yeah, people, right along with you getting all your food, you out here getting all the shampoos and the conditioners and the lotions and the soap. You just piling up all these toxins right in your home when you could be buying all these ingredients in place of you buying those things and make your own. I need to learn how to make deodorant. Yep. DIY. DIY. I don't know why I get those two confused. Yes, please share, everyone, because people need to know that how simple, because sometimes when you just in the background and somebody say, I make this, you go, oh, I wish I could do that. You absolutely can. You absolutely can. None of this is hard, okay? Just mix it up. And like I said, you're not making it to sell unless you want to. But when you're making this just for your family, like I said, and I'm one of them people, like, people used to think I was lying, I'm telling you, because I am so not a measurement person. That's why when you all see me making those meats, those, when I be doing the meats in the videos, I use measuring because I want to make it perfect at some point. I have to doodle around with this because I want to get it just the way I want to get it, which I'm using measuring so I can know if that didn't work, so what else I'm going to change in these measurements. Other than that, yep, that's enough. Squeeze. Yep, that's so you can do that for your family because you just making it the way you all want to make it. I'm telling you, it does not take a scholar to do these things. Make these things, enjoy them. Your family gonna enjoy it because you're gonna have them. Everybody gonna have their own little taste of how they want their stuff, and then you can feel good that your family is using safe products. Okay. That's what we used to use. What is that? I make several small tins of deodorant for on the go. Yep. They are easy. This stuff is very, very easy and it's safe. Uh, I don't use anything. The Caranuba wax is the vegan one. I honestly use beeswax. I'm going to make some. Oh, good for you. Life with Marlene. Who decided aluminum was good to put on? You know what? And it's been, you know what? Like I said, it hasn't been a secret. That's the thing about it. It's not a secret that aluminum is bad for your body. They tell you about that. Don't get the baking soda with aluminum and don't get the baking powder with aluminum. So if they don't want you to eat it, you know it's not good for the outside either. But people will continue to use these deodorants and they just need to take the time to make it. If you don't want to make it, have your kids make it. You know, you got the little teens in the house. Kids love projects because they like science. You know, and get the family together. Have a family affair, line everything up on the table, and everybody just make stuff. I'm telling you, you're gonna be so happy with yourself. And like I said, you're gonna know what's in it. I don't know what that is. I love castor oil. I do too. But I wish somebody would test this for me who has a fibroid because I would like to know. I love castor oil for my hair care on my kids. Yeah. And it's an oldie but goodie. You know, that's been around for a while. And I know some people like drink it for like constipation. I've never done that. But I've heard, I mean, I knew somebody that actually did it. Where do you typically get your supplies? Okay, which supplies are you talking about? I get my supplies from Wholesale Supplies Plus. I get my containers and stuff from SKS. I get my other supplies from Specialty Bottle Company. And some of my creams, my like butters and stuff like that, I get from Bulk Opticary. That's Bulk, BULK, Opticary. They have a lot of stuff. Make sure you click the like. Oh. I have cayenne pepper oil to keep. Yes, that's also what you add to this for pain. I mean, this is your pain. This is your capsicum. That's what it's called. And it's so good for pain. Try it. Don't forget to put your butter in it, okay? Don't just go rubbing this on you by yourself because this is hot, okay? So you want to add this to your shea butters or whatever butter you want to add, whatever oils you want to throw in here, or it's already full of oil because this is probably olive oil. But like I said, throw you some turmeric oil in it. Like maybe you have marinating. Throw you some ginger in here. Throw you other things in here. Put it in a butter and make you a rub. Or you can make that one that I showed you I made. Now see, this has the beeswax in it, so that's why it's solid. And this one has eucalyptus, lavender, ginger, moringa, copiaba, peppermint, frankincense, capsicum, and wintergreen oil. That's why it's green, wintergreen. But this is very, very good for pain. But the sky's the limit. Once you start doing research and finding out what all you can make, I'm telling you, your cabinet is just going to be full of things that you could feel safe about using. Oh, you used to grow castor plants? Never heard that. Thank you, Lady Dagger Status. Okay. Working on more water. Good. Not water? Oh, okay. You don't have 6 months of water, but you do have water. That's going to be very important. And then everybody can see what's happening. I mean, the Mississippi, a lot of these rivers is just drying up. We have no idea what's going on. We have no idea what's going on. And another thing is people may not think about when people are pushing them to get water is if the grid goes down, you know the water is ran by electricity. So if the grid is down, that's part of electricity. So then, we'll be getting, well, they can't even send out messages telling us, don't drink the water. Don't drink the water because they won't be able to reach us. So you'll know, don't drink the water if the electricity go down because once that filtration thing that makes it keep going like this is cut off, then contamination can set in. So already know in your mind when the electricity go down, and you don't, and your water is coming to a halt, you may not want to consume it, okay? Because it will be drying out shortly. I'm here, but I'm good with the food preps for you. Bless your heart, Happy Mac. Good for you. We gotta just keep at it. Mike, not the beaver butt. Okay, right back. Gotta change the. Okay, that ain't no vanilla. Oh, maybe talking to someone else. Hey, Ruth in Georgia backyard garden. We prepare for some of everything else, so why not for our family? Exactly. Exactly. You know what? Let's put our families first here, okay? Okay, the Nightbot gonna tag me. I can feel it. Why? Hey, G Hud. Gina versus Gina. When I talk to people about prepping, they often have excuses for why they can't have that much food. Honey, look at me. I live in a sardine can, okay? I can only do so much. I wish I could do like some people. And the sad part about it is some of the people who can do more, they are doing absolutely nothing. I wish I had some of the space and property that some of these people have, but I don't. So I cannot, prep to my full capacity because I just can't do it. I lost my job and it took almost 6 months before unemployment. I had food stocks. There you go. Point taken. Okay, so that's what we need to do. We need to think about those things, because you so comfortable with getting up every morning, going to work. In the mind, you think this job is gonna always be here. Not so. I mean, those people who lost their jobs and fires, they didn't know that. These people that's now popping up, I seen some today. I can't remember exactly what jobs they were. I can't remember, but something else is closing. Things are closing. And somebody said, I heard a rumor that they said after this election that more and more was going to be popping up, but they was asked to hold them back until after the election. I don't know if that's true. You hear all kind of stuff, but I always say what goes in the wash comes out in the dry. So if that's true, we're going to see it and start. And I did see today that some more popped up. So these jobs are not promised. And we all know that. So put away what you can put away. And I'm literally freezing. So if y'all hear my teeth chattering, I swear to God, I'm freezing. Oh, Jesus. I feel my teeth chattering. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to get a space heater or something here. But like I say, Work on your heating preps. And this, I keep on saying that I'm going to go out and buy some more of those oils and make some more of those heating pads. Oh, I'm about to do that for sure. I'm going to stop procrastinating on that because, yeah, I am cold. Oh no, happy you prepared with food. Okay, Lady Dagger. I heard food pantries had a lesson with the amounts. Oh, had to lesson. Yeah, I believe that. If you say you can't afford a deep freezer or a can of supplies, but you buy electric, girl, don't even get me started. Yeah, it's people are selective of what they can't afford. They can't afford preps, but they can afford their usual luxuries. Okay, but it's so sad because, like I say, we family. And if somebody is in our family, the last thing we want to do is see them suffer. We don't want to see their kids suffer. The parents suffer. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, it don't have to be that way. Put that stuff aside that you have been doing for yourself and think about the family as a whole and start getting the things that you all need. And then if you think you got enough, then maybe you could treat yourself somewhere down the line. But right now, like I said, things are very apparent that the stores, I mean, I talked to someone last week because I had went to the store. I was like, that was real scary. And they was like, what? I said, I just left the stores. I was at several stores, and that was very scary of what I saw and what I didn't see. And I'm like, and I know some people don't see it yet. Some people don't see it yet because I can leave my neighborhood and go farther. Whew, and I can shop without, I can pick. And what the other people, another thing people are not realizing, do you remember when we used to go shopping? Say we pulled up a recipe and the recipe told us a specific type of flour to use or something that we usually don't have in the house. And we used to could just walk the flour aisle, right? We can go all the way down there, okay, look for unbleached, and we would go all the way down to the other end looking for the. You can stand right here now and go. People have not noticed that it has shrunk. All the sugars you used to could walk all the way down and find the sugar you wanted. Not anymore. You can stand right here and just look for which sugar you want. That don't tell you nothing. Okay. How much water is 6 months worth? A lot, depending on how many in your family. Because you have to consider what all you use water for. You use water for drinking, you use water for bathing. If you have to flush a toilet with it, and mainly just consuming, because we're not gonna worry about all that other stuff. If we got a real shortage of water, we might have to be. That's why, but those wipes that I be giving away as gifts for the home, where I buy just as much for the body, okay? Because that may be my bath, okay? So you just never know. I'm just preparing for both. I'm preparing to clean. I'm preparing to bathe. Because we just don't know. So, but we need a lot of water. We need a lot of water because we just don't know. Once it starts running out, we don't know. We gotta, we have to cook with it, and we definitely have to drink it. So, but like I said, it's written somewhere. If somebody know, they can put it in here when they tell you how many gallons a day. I mean, how much per day per member. I know it's a thing. I can't think off the top of my head, but they tell you, and then you add that up, and that tells you how much you need. But for 6 months is a lot of water. And if you have water, and that's why Everybody is pushing the water filtrations and the dehumidifiers and all of these things. And all these things cost money. And I get it. We can't afford all this stuff, but at least attempt to get what you need, even if it's putting aside something that you are accustomed to using, which is not something life-saving to the family. Then you might want to just try to get what you really need for now. Okay. Yes. Oh, there's somebody else. I just bought a recipe book for soap. Okay, good, G Hud. That's what I'm saying. These books are out here, and so is YouTube. I have to learn how to make soap. Um, Show grandma some love and poke that like button. Yeah, you all show me some love. That would depend on your family size. I have a family of 3. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Gina. So you can just, you can get the gallons, you can get and then the regular packs, and then you can get a water filter, and you can just get the water however you can. Like I said, I showed you all what I do when I put water in my Berkey. Then I save the gallon bottles, and then I refill them, because I really don't drink hydrant water right now, because I see what the faucets look like when I have to take them out and clean. I'm like, is that what's coming out of there? So I use a lot of bottled water. So I probably would have more bottled water than I have, but I use it every single day. Okay. Put it through the filter, Berkey filter, then I use it. Okay. So I do use a lot of water because I cook with it. And I make those big gallons of tea. That takes a lot. I have the ice machine that takes some. So, but if I had a basement or extra room or something like that, I would definitely be storing away more water. Essential oils definitely can be costly. That's why I was so excited this year to have the garden with the herbs in it, because I have never had luck with, I don't even use the word luck. Where did that come from? I usually cannot get my herbs to grow, but I did this year, and I'm so happy about it. So I actually made my own essential oils. Okay, I have them marinating. Well, they threw marinating. They just in the jars now, which I showed you all. Pardon me, either in the last live or the one before that. So I just make my own because they are very expensive. Hey, did I speak to yeah, I did speak to the educated natural. Um, I am a family of 3. We go through 3 cases of water in 2 weeks. Ooh, yeah, I get that. So 2 cases of 24 per month. You're gonna need a lot of water. Yeah, especially if you don't have a water filtration. And if you want to know anything about water filtration or what I'm talking about, you can either research the Berkey, and a lot of content creators have it, so they may be talking about it on their channels. You can visit their channels and see how it works. It's not cheap, so if it's not in your budget, that may not be a route you want to take. But just put away. But it does help. Like right now, if you're trying to save the bottled water, that Berkey kind of I'm trying to figure out what is echoing. My voice is bouncing off of something, and it's driving me crazy. But you can find out, you know, how I've heard other water filtration, which I said I was going to investigate them as well, because there are plenty out there. And I don't think all of them are going to cost you an arm and a leg, but I would check them out. But water, we can't go without water. We just cannot go without water. Exactly, have the ingredients, because They are absolutely. They are definitely multi-purpose. If I can coupon and it's less than $50, I might get it though. I also stockpile Gatorade and some other bottled drinks. See, people are giving you other suggestions on here. Consistency is why I don't make for other people. Yeah. Shared good information. Thank you. I have had to drink castor oil before. It's disgusting, but it works. Isn't it interesting that we use and eat things here that are banned? Oh my God. Yes. Absolutely. Some of the stuff that we have here, it would not make it to the border of other countries. That just goes to show you that we are allowed to eat so many germs or bugs or contaminants. We allowed so much. And you know, when people, because some people literally sit down and read ingredients really well. You know, those big words that we just read it and just keep going. Well, some people actually just sit down and they go, "Do you see what this is?" And so then when they complain about it, they go, "Oh yeah, you know, those three initial people. You know, they allow that in there. They allow so much germs, so much bugs, so much contamination. Not over in other places overseas. That stuff is the stuff we eat and drink. It is not allowed in those countries. That is very true. Psalms 146, very true. I know baking powder has aluminum and you have to get aluminum. Yeah. Even though somebody keeps saying it's not in there, it doesn't say anywhere on there. I've heard arguments about that. They said it doesn't tell you. They said, why do people think it said it doesn't? I think this thing be trying to tell me when it's time to get off the computer because it's getting ready to start that reconnect stuff again. Okay. Hey, Big Rooster. Hey, sifting some soil. It's another one of my teas I made today. It is so herbally. Woo, quite herbally. But it's good for you. Because you all know I do preventives. I don't wait for sickness to come upon my body. I try to meet it at the path. Went to Sam's last week. They were out of regular water, but had some $8. $8 water. Yeah, everybody water is getting high. Walmart, as soon as you walk through the door, I'm like, not paying $6 for that. Okay, let me move a little faster. Yes, they have been struggling all year. We're working 6 days. Right, that part, absolutely. I'm missing part of these conversations. It's freezing here too. We got snow today. I didn't get snow in my area, but we did get snow today somewhere. But yeah, it is freezing. It is literally freezing. Oh my God. I'm gonna have a sore throat in a minute. And I'm next to this patio door. That's why I'm so cold. If I was on the other side there, I wouldn't be this cold. I'm freezing. The temp has dropped so much. Yeah, I'm not even ready. This is why just like I'm feeling right now with the teeth chattering, now I have the opportunity to go and get something to turn on. But what when we don't have that option for you people who don't believe something is happening? What do you do when them babies running around the house and it's this cold and their teeth are chattering? and you got 3 or 4 coats on top of them and pants and earmuffs, and they still, teeth still chattering. Wake up, people. Wake up. The life you save may be your own and your children. Yes, ma'am. A lot of room on the shelves. Oh, a gallon a day per person minimum. Okay. So everybody is telling you what you need. Had to stop by. Gotta run. Much love. Thank you so much, Bam. And with Arthur Butler. Bean juice galore. Hello. That's true. I was telling my daughter the same thing. The variety, everything is less. Absolutely less. You just stand in one spot. You don't even have to do all that walking anymore. I need some more rain catching containers. Yeah, that part. Okay. Uh, 1 gallon. Okay, same thing. Hello, Maria Graham, if I missed you, if you're still here. Okay, so get your fireplace going. I am, child. I am. I cannot believe I'm this cold. And like I said, I wasn't this cold before I came back here. This is my little YouTube studio. It used to be Lady V collection, so Lady V have to share it with YouTube studio now. And it is cold back here. Sorry guys, I'm driving in the dark. Oh my. Hello, can't say hi individually. Girl, you don't need to be saying hi, period, if you driving in the dark. Yes, thank you for my email. Oh, G Hud, I guess you see I made you. I made you and somebody else. Yeah, a mod, yeah. Because I can't keep up sometime. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so the second thing, oh my goodness, I just said I haven't seen you in a minute. Oh, Educated Natural. Yes, the Educated Natural, she's very popular. Visit her page. Everybody, visit each other's page. Everybody has, especially what I am talking about today. And if you know somebody that needs this information, share it, share it, share it, because there's so many people who are still in denial about what is going on. But you won't be in denial once you and your family are sitting over there starving and freezing like I'm doing right now. But yeah, you wake up, people. That's all we can say. We just trying to help you. Okay, so for those who sitting there saying, I'm barely making it. I can't afford nobody shea butter and none of this stuff. Well, this is for you. I'm going to go all reliable on you. And a lot of us are going to remember this. Petroleum jelly. Okay? Remember when we got a rash? What did our parents put on us? They cleared that rash up. Petroleum jelly. Before we went out the door in the morning, and that in the cold, when that cold hitting you in the face, we went out looking like grease monkeys, because that is a barrier to cold. It keeps it from just ripping your face to pieces. Okay? Petroleum jelly. If you overweight and you have those thighs that be trying to start a fire, I ain't talking about nobody, because I'm a big girl, okay? Put that Vaseline, that petroleum jelly on your legs before you dress up. That helps, okay? It helps with blisters. If you're a runner or a jogger, put it on your feet. It helps with blisters. Petroleum jelly is old school, okay, for your baby's bottom. Do you see how much diaper rash, butt rash costs these days? It is absolutely ridiculous. We use petroleum jelly. Hemorrhoids, petroleum jelly. Remember how you got a sore on your arm where you scraped it, and when that sore starts to heal, the scab is in the middle, but you can see the skin just pulling away from it, and it's real tight. Petroleum jelly. You don't put it on acne, and you don't put it on blackheads because that's too greasy and it clogs the pores. You don't want to put it on them. But just a regular face thing, if you don't have, acne and blackheads, then it's good for you. Your dogs, when you're walking your dogs, you can put it on their paws before you take them out for a walk. And especially if you live in a state that has snow and they put down salt. That salt irritates their paws. You can put that Vaseline on their paws before they go out to walk. Okay? So, I think that's all I have. Any questions about anything? I have enjoyed you all today. I hope yes, petroleum jelly is the truth. And you know what? When Corvette 19 kicked in, do you know I could not find petroleum jelly? I could not believe it. I'm like, do they still sell it? I went from store to store to store. I could not believe that I could not find it. Couldn't find it anywhere. So trust and believe, when I found it, I think I got about 6 or 7 tubs. I said, this won't happen again. But yes, it is very beneficial for all those things I just named and more. And another thing, you know how you cut yourself and you put an antibiotic ointment on. You see, I'm holding up the finger I just cut a few weeks ago. Okay, so when you cut yourself and you put an antibiotic ointment on it so it does not get infected and you bandage it up. Well, you only need to do that antibiotic for about maybe 3 days, 3 or 4 days, because you don't just keep putting antibiotic ointments on there. Then you can switch over to the petroleum jelly. And that's just because you don't, if the sore is still oozing or whatever, you don't want to just put it directly on a Band-Aid, because when you pull that Band-Aid off, you might open that wound back up. So use your antibiotic ointments the first 3 to 4 days just to make sure you don't get any. But if you're doing something that's gonna cause a lot of dirt or whatever, you make sure you keep a glove on a glove, on top of that. But if you see it starting to heal, then you can stop that. Don't just keep putting that antibiotic ointment on there. You can switch over to petroleum jelly. It has many benefits. Pick you up some. Okay, I use petroleum jelly in the day, but it's not safe. I used petroleum jelly in the day, but it's not safe. I stopped it. I used calendula salve. This was a fun live. Put it on a cotton ball. Yep, put it on a cotton ball and start a fire, if nothing else. Yes, but it's for homemade fire starters. Thank you so much. This was helpful information. You're welcome. I enjoyed the live. Thank you. I keep some petroleum jelly on hand, but prefer not to use it. Yeah, I have not used mine, but I have it in case I have to, because I have not used it since back in the day. But I know the benefits. I know it's the Vaseline and the petroleum jelly. Is there a difference in the Vaseline and the petroleum jelly? I don't know if it's a different, but I know we use it to death back in the day. But I just wanted to have some on hand because I know if all else fails, like I said, I can do a whole bonfire with that, okay? Those nuggets are very good. Vaseline, okay, they both are the same, okay. Vaseline is the brand name, okay. Yes, okay. Yeah, I know it was in, I've heard, I think it was, I know I can't remember what they said, but I know it was controversy. I can't remember what. Do you remember what they were saying about it, Lady Dagger Stacks? I know they were saying something bad about the Vaseline, but I can't remember exactly what they were saying about it. But I don't use it like I use, but I did. Did I use it on this finger? Oh yeah, I did use it on this finger because I didn't want to keep putting that antibiotic on there. It's carcinogenic too. Lord today. What's in it? I have to read. Vaseline is just okay. It can cause cancer or reproductive issues. Lord have mercy. Well, you might want to pass on that one. But I think you probably have to use a lot of it. I don't know. I know we don't use it anything like we used to back in the day. But we all survived without cancer as kids. I don't understand it. They changed the formula. We use that stuff from a baby all the way up to, I just don't get it. But anyway, hey, 93 Stain, thank you for coming by. All these things they have turned into no good. But I still keep it on hand. Okay, thank you all, thank you all, thank you all. Pick a number from 1 to 150. Yeah, we did. We used the and just like the stuff. I mean, we should have been dead. The stuff that our grandparents put in us on a spoon, turpentine, and it's so crazy because we read this stuff now. It says, "Do not ingest," and I'm like, as I grew old, I'm like, "Do not ingest." Remember, they used to put the turpentine on a spoon with some sugar and made us take a spoonful. And I'm like, and goose grease and all of this stuff. I'm like, my God, how did we survive all of this stuff that they said is not good for us now? It behooves me, honey. I don't know. That's why I always say do your research because I don't know. I know, hey, Andale, I know some things they probably just don't want us to use because they want us to use prescription. How about that? So let me start over. Let's make sure I didn't skip. Oh, wait, it's way up there. Oh, I didn't. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't go that far back. Let me go way up here. Okay. Okay, another thing I wanted to tell you all is, yes, things were made pure back in the day. My grandma made me eat oh no, I hope that's a joke. Those things are toxic. Mothballs? Oh, you kidding. Woo, Lord. Yeah, because I guess you wouldn't still be here, bruh. Hi, Guys Construction. I am going to have a live for my birthday, probably about 3:30. Okay, G HUD has it. But somebody check for me because, honey, this have been 63. You can stop. But my thing is slow, so stop. Here we go. 63. Okay, but somebody could check to make sure there was not a 63 before that, because I've looked and I don't see one, but check it for me because I don't want to be wrong. Okay, so yes, on my birthday, I am going to have a live. That's going to be my last Sunday live, about 3:30. So if you want to come join me on my birthday. Thank you, Psalms 146. Okay. So. Okay, G HUD, you're the winner. Okay. Oops, things are blinking. Okay, G Hud, I have for you. Yeah, 63 is G Hud. Okay. You saw the apron last week. I didn't bring it back here, but you get an apron. A Lady V. Was this it? You probably saw it. You already have spices, but there's greens because it's the collard green time. It's time for the collard greens. And you have a regular low sodium. And you can proudly wear Lady V's apron that says it's the spices for me. It's the spices for me. It's the spices for me. So I hope you enjoy that gift. Congratulations. This Sunday, December 11th. December 11th is my birthday. Same day as T. Knox's birthday. Yes, we do share a birthday. Okay, I'm just checking for last minute comments before I close off. Oh, okay, so you want the apron? I see you say, yeah, I saw. It's the spices from. Okay, Gina, you can't ever have. I know that's right, honey. You can't even have. And if anything, this is the time to be putting stuff away, honey. So even if you, hi, New Orleans Garden. We were just closing out. Yes, birthday live, December 11th. Yes, T-Nog, you know we share a birthday. But I will go live at 3:30 on my birthday. So you all can come spend a little time with me. And hopefully I learn how to use, what's that thing? Where a guest can come up. So I will do that. Okay, I think I'm cooking dinner, but oh, okay. StreamYard, thank you, hon. Yes. I have StreamYard, but I have not attempted to go on it yet because I think I probably need to find out what I'm doing first. I don't just want to jump out there all willy-nilly on it and don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to add, drop the link. I don't know how to do any of that. So I will learn that. Do I need your address? Yeah, just probably not. Probably not. I think I may. Yeah. Wait a minute. Have you won anything? Yeah, you won before. Yeah, I should have your address. Okay, so, all right, you all. I thank you all for coming. I still have one salt free. You down to one? You had a slew of spices over there, Lady Dagger Status. All right, you all. Okay? I'll pray for you. You pray for me. And we'll watch God change things. God bless you all. Bye-bye.